Aries, listen carefully. Something is shifting around you right now. Something fast, something intense, something you were not supposed to find this early. November 27th isn't just a date. It's a trigger point, a pulse, a disruption, a coded signal meant for only a few. Someone tried to shut you down. Someone tried to block your rise. Someone thought you wouldn't notice. But the energy flipped, the tables turned, and the moment they pushed against you. November 27th awakened for you. Aries, this is not luck. This is selection. You were chosen for a shift others will never understand. And here's the part that will hit you hardest. Your first breakthrough won't feel soft. It won't feel gentle. It won't arrive wrapped like a blessing. It will hit like a jolt, a sudden pull, a disturbance in your day, a glitch in your routine, a moment that forces you to look twice. Ignore it, and the door closes. Recognize it, and everything accelerates. Something is coming in the next 24 hours, Aries. Something precise, something powerful, something that has your name written on it. Get ready. Aries, November 27th isn't approaching you from the outside. It's rising from inside you, like something buried under your skin finally waking up. This energy isn't coming for you. It's coming through you. There's a rare shift unfolding, quiet, sharp, deliberate, the kind of shift only certain souls feel before it arrives. People around you won't sense it. They won't notice what's building in your field, but you will, because this signal wasn't designed for the crowd. It was designed for the few who can handle the intensity. You're one of them. Aries, something hidden is moving toward you. Something coded, something old, powerful, and timed with precision. This isn't random. This isn't coincidence. This is a pattern aligning itself after being silent for far too long. You'll feel it first in your body. Your heartbeat may shift for no clear reason. Your chest may feel heavy one minute and light the next. Your thoughts may quiet suddenly, as if the universe is clearing noise to make room for a message. Your intuition will sharpen, almost painfully, and you'll notice yourself reacting to things before they even happen. It will feel like you're standing at the edge of something big, but you won't be able to see it yet. Only sense it. Only feel the pressure building. Before November 27th releases what it's holding, you will be pulled into moments that don't look connected, but they are. A sudden silence in your day, a glitch in communication, a shift in someone's behavior, an unexpected memory resurfacing, a strange dream that feels too real, a voice inside whispering, "Pay attention." Aries, this is your signal. Your energy field is preparing for impact, not chaos, but transformation, a recalibration, a rewiring, a rise you've been waiting for without even knowing it. For months, something has been looping around you, like a cycle trying to repeat itself, like a pattern refusing to release you. That loop breaks on November 27th. The moment it breaks, your environment will respond. People who avoided you will feel drawn to you again. People who underestimated you will feel uneasy. People who doubted you will suddenly sense your power. This shift changes your presence, your tone, your influence, your entire field. Aries, you're stepping into a frequency that demands respect because it carries truth, fire, and clarity. And when this energy rises, anything false around you will fall apart. Anything unstable will collapse. Anything that was built on fear will crack. Anything draining you will detach on its own. This is not punishment. This is purification. But here's what you must understand. The first sign of this shift will approach you like a warning, not because you're in danger, but because the universe uses shock to wake the ones who are meant to rise. Your blessing doesn't arrive gently. It arrives like a disconnection, a delay, a miscommunication, a sudden emotional spike, a moment that forces you to pause. You may feel something is off, but what's actually happening is alignment. Your path is being redirected with force because your next chapter requires you to step out of the space that kept you small. In the hours leading to November 27th, you'll notice your senses heightening. Sounds will feel sharper. Timing will feel strange. People's words will reveal hidden intentions. Your dreams may carry messages that feel more like memories than imagination. This is your inner radar activating. This is your instinct sharpening to a dangerous level, the level only leaders, trailblazers, and chosen souls reach. Aries, the universe is not whispering to you softly anymore. It's speaking in a tone that demands your attention. Something rare is forming behind the scenes. A shift in power, a shift in fate, a shift in opportunity. And this time, you're not chasing it. It's coming straight toward you. Every challenge you've faced these last few months, every delay, every silent battle, every moment you felt held back, all of it was pressure building for this exact release point. Your energy is about to activate in a way you haven't felt in years. Your confidence will rise without explanation. Your clarity will sharpen. Your direction will become undeniable. Your strength will feel unfamiliar, like you've tapped into a version of yourself you always knew existed but could never fully reach. This is not motivation. This is transformation. A deep one, a sudden one, a necessary one. Aries, you're not preparing for a small shift. You're preparing for a timeline break, a moment when everything that once resisted you finally snaps in your favor. And when it happens, you will know. Your body will know. Your spirit will know. Your path will open with a speed that feels unreal. You are stepping into a moment designed only for the ones who can handle pressure, power, and purpose. And Aries, you were built for this. Aries, you know exactly which door I'm talking about. The one that slammed shut without warning. The one that left you confused, frustrated, and questioning your own value. Someone walked away. Someone dismissed you. Someone underestimated the fire you carry. And for a moment, it felt final. It felt like something important slipped out of your hands. But that door didn't close because you were unworthy. It closed because the timing wasn't aligned. It closed because something behind it wasn't ready to meet your level. It closed to protect you from entering a space built on uncertainty, ego, or instability. Now everything flips. November 27th carries a reversal energy, sharp, sudden, decisive. The same door that once rejected you is about to unlock itself without you knocking. The same person who dismissed you will feel the shift. The same opportunity that slipped away will circle back. The same path that blocked you will turn into the exact route you need next. When this shift hits, it won't arrive softly. It will land with clarity. A message comes out of nowhere. A situation you gave up on reopens. A person who thought you were replaceable realizes they misjudged you. A space you were denied suddenly becomes available again, except this time you walk in with more power than before. Aries, this is not coincidence. This is recalibration. The universe isn't returning what was lost. It's restoring what was yours. You endured silence, delays, mixed signals, and closed doors for a reason. Every setback sharpened you. Every rejection forced you inward. Every pause prepared you. You're not the same person who stood in front of that door months ago. You're stronger now, clearer, more grounded, more aligned with what you actually deserve. When the door opens again, your energy will tell you instantly whether to enter or walk past it. And here's what makes this moment powerful. You won't feel desperate anymore. You won't chase. You won't overthink. You won't cling to uncertainty. Your spirit will know its worth, and your presence will hold a strength the past version of you didn't have. The people who counted you out will feel that shift first. Someone who ignored you will suddenly pay attention. Someone who doubted you will second-guess their assumptions. Someone who thought they could replace you will realize the gap you left behind cannot be filled. This is karmic recognition. This is energetic correction. This is the universe turning the spotlight back toward you, not because you asked, but because you earned it. Aries, you're stepping into a cycle where your absence will speak louder than your presence ever did. People will replay old conversations. They will rethink their decisions. They will feel the weight of your silence, not out of guilt, but out of awareness. Awareness of what you truly brought to the table. Awareness of what they took for granted. Awareness of how rare your energy actually is. The return of this door isn't about validation. It's about confirmation. It confirms that nothing you lost was truly a loss. It confirms that the universe always reroutes what is meant to be. It confirms that your patience wasn't wasted. It confirms that your intuition was right from the beginning. When the opportunity reappears, you'll feel a shift in your body before your mind catches up. Your breath will deepen. Your heart will feel lighter. Your focus will sharpen. Your spirit will feel a subtle pull, not out of longing, but alignment. The timing is different now. The energy is different now. You are different now. What once felt like rejection will now feel like recognition. What once felt like an ending will now feel like an opening. What once felt like disappointment will now feel like destiny correcting itself. And here's the deeper layer of this shift. Sometimes the universe closes a door not because the door is wrong, but because you weren't ready for what was behind it. You needed growth. You needed clarity. You needed separation. You needed self-respect. You needed strength. And now you have all of it. Aries, this door opens again because you're finally aligned with what you once desired, not from a place of fear, but from a place of power. When it returns, you won't feel uncertainty. You won't feel pressure. You won't feel the need to prove anything. Your energy alone will shift the entire dynamic. This is the moment where the universe shows you that nothing meant for you can ever truly leave. It may pause, it may delay, it may reroute, but it cannot disappear. And now, the door that once shut in your face opens on its own. Aries, there's something you never saw, something that moved behind the scenes long before you sensed anything was wrong. You weren't just living your days normally, you were being guarded, not by people, not by luck, not by coincidence, but by energy, a force that has been standing between you and a disaster that was coming straight toward you. You might not believe it yet, but something was headed in your direction. A betrayal, a financial hit, a connection that would have drained you, an opportunity that looked good but would have cost you everything. You didn't see it forming, but something higher did. Your path was being protected in silence. You felt delays. You felt blocks. You felt confusion. You felt something slowing you down. You thought it was bad luck. You thought someone was working against you. You thought the universe was ignoring you, but it wasn't ignoring you. It was shielding you. Every setback you faced these past weeks was not punishment. It was prevention. A door wasn't closing on you. It was closing for you. The situation you thought you wanted would have collapsed under pressure. The person you trusted would have turned into a liability. The opportunity you were excited about carried hidden consequences. You were being redirected long before you realized you needed to be. And November 27th is the moment when the hidden story finally reveals itself. This date carries illumination, the kind that exposes what was disguised as good, the kind that uncovers intentions you weren't supposed to see earlier, the kind that makes you whisper, "I didn't know," but something new. Aries, there were conversations you weren't part of, plans that didn't include your best interest, energies that wanted access to you but weren't strong enough to stand beside you. And every single one of them was blocked. You may have felt alone. You may have felt abandoned. You may have felt pushed out. But you weren't being pushed out. You were being lifted out. Your spirit was removed from places where harm was brewing. Your energy was pulled away from anyone who couldn't handle your rise. Your path was redirected away from every crack, trap, and collapse ahead. This is what protection looks like. Sometimes protection feels like losing something. Sometimes protection feels like rejection. Sometimes protection feels like emptiness. Sometimes protection feels like a pause you can't explain. But protection isn't always comfortable. It's precise. And here's the deeper truth. There was someone in your environment who wasn't meant to move forward with you. You sensed their shift. You noticed the change. You felt the imbalance. But you didn't know why you couldn't hold the connection together. The universe knew. Their presence in your next chapter would have sabotaged you. Their energy would have interfered with your growth. Their intentions were not aligned with your destiny. So the universe intervened, even when it hurt. But protection doesn't come only through silence and distance. Sometimes it comes through people. Someone connected to you, whether through friendship, work, or timing, felt something you didn't feel. They picked up what you missed. They sensed danger before you saw a single sign of it. They shielded you without announcing it. Their intuition recognized your importance long before you recognized theirs. A surprising figure in your life has been acting like a silent barrier, redirecting energy, blocking interference, steering you away from the wrong path. You didn't notice their role because real protection never asks for attention. And now, as November 27th approaches, this protective energy activates fully. You'll look at your recent past and see patterns you never saw before. You'll realize certain endings saved you, certain delays protected you, certain changes preserved you. You'll realize that everything that went wrong actually went right. What you thought was a setback was the universe standing in front of you like a shield. What you thought was loss was the universe removing what could have destroyed your peace. What you thought was confusion was the universe clearing space for clarity. This is the moment your perspective shifts. This is when you look back and see the invisible hands that guided you. This is when your heart finally understands why the last chapter felt heavy. Protection was with you the entire time. It didn't announce itself. It didn't warn you. It didn't explain. It simply acted. Aries, you didn't dodge a bullet. Something stepped in front of it for you. And the energy that has been protecting you isn't done yet. It's moving stronger now, pushing away everything that carries hidden tension, closing pathways that were meant to distract you, removing people who can't stand next to your rise, clearing your future so your next step is safe, precise, and aligned. You weren't abandoned, you weren't rejected, you were preserved. And now, the protection that worked in silence finally reveals its purpose, to guide you where you were always meant to go. Aries, your money wasn't stuck, it wasn't blocked, it wasn't gone. It was pending, waiting for the exact moment when you would be ready to receive it without losing it again. There's been a financial shift building around you for weeks. You felt the pressure, the slowdown, the unexpected expenses, the delays that made no sense. Every time you thought things were stabilizing, something pulled you back. Every time you tried to push forward, the progress froze. You thought it was bad luck. You thought something was working against you. You thought the universe was ignoring your effort. But that wasn't the truth. Your financial energy was being held in a waiting zone, not denied, not erased, just paused. Paused until the timing aligned, until the wrong people were out of your field, until the right opportunity was cleared for you to take. And now, November 27th unlocks that pause. This date carries a surge, sharp, direct, unavoidable. A sudden movement in your money sector that hits fast without warning, without build-up, without hesitation. You're about to see a shift that feels like something finally snaps into place. A payment goes through after being delayed. An approval you thought was forgotten suddenly shows up. A credit, refund, or balance correction appears out of nowhere. An opportunity connected to income opens with precision. A chance to earn more, grow more, or secure more rises in front of you with a force you cannot miss. Aries, this is not a coincidence. This is alignment. Your money wasn't flowing because something in your environment wasn't stable enough to hold abundance. There was energy around you that could have drained you, or people connected to you who weren't meant to share this next level. The universe held your blessing until the field was clean, until your focus sharpened, until your path cleared. Now everything releases at once. You'll feel it before it lands. A sudden shift in your mood, a burst of clarity, a strange wave of confidence, a feeling that something big is around the corner. Your intuition will spike, your thoughts will accelerate, and your spirit will sense movement. Then the breakthrough arrives. Aries, this money shift doesn't come slowly. It comes in a burst, like a door that's been locked for months suddenly swinging open with force. You'll see signs in your phone, your account, your conversations, your opportunities. You'll feel pressure release from your chest as if the universe finally says, now. Financial flow returns when your path is aligned, and right now, your path is clearing faster than ever. This is the moment when everything that was pending starts moving toward you, not one piece at a time, but all at once. Aries, your money shift has begun. Shocking good news. Number 4, the person thinking of you shows up. Aries, there is someone whose energy has been circling you like a quiet echo, a familiar pull that never fully disconnects. This person has been feeling you in moments they don't talk about. They've been remembering the way your presence shifted their world, the way your words stayed with them longer than they expected, the way your absence created a space they couldn't fill with distractions or other connections. For days, maybe even weeks, their mind has been drifting back towards you at the most unexpected times. They'll be in the middle of something simple, something ordinary, and suddenly your memory hits them with full force. It's not nostalgia, it's recognition. It's the realization that something between you never fully ended, never fully settled, never fully closed. On November 27th, that silent pull turns into action. There is a moment coming when their thoughts become too loud to ignore. They'll feel the urge to reach out. They'll feel the pressure of unfinished words rising in their chest. More than anything, they'll feel the need to reconnect with you, not out of weakness, but out of clarity. They're finally understanding what their heart has been trying to say all along. For some, this will be someone who walked away too quickly. For others, it's someone who didn't fight for the connection when they should have. And for a few, it might be someone who never expressed how deeply they felt in the first place. Now their emotions are rising to the surface. They've been questioning their choices. They've been thinking about how different their life felt when you were in it. They've been replaying conversations, moments, and promises they didn't keep. And something inside them is waking up. On November 27th, the energy becomes too strong for them to silence. You may receive a message that feels out of nowhere, but makes perfect sense. You may hear something that confirms everything you sensed, but couldn't prove. You may feel a sudden shift, like the air around you changes because emotionally, they're stepping toward you. This can show up in many ways. A call that comes late at night because they couldn't hold it in anymore. A text that starts simple but carries the weight of everything they haven't said. A sudden appearance, online, in person, or through a mutual connection. Because the universe aligns the moment perfectly. A confession that reveals what they really felt, what they really wanted, what they were too guarded to admit. A comeback that feels different this time, more grounded, more honest, more intentional. Their heart has been conflicted for a long time. They tried moving on. They tried distracting themselves. They tried pretending they didn't feel anything. But every time they pushed the emotion away, it returned stronger. Every time they tried to focus on something else, your memory rose like a wave they couldn't outrun. Now that inner resistance is breaking. This isn't about fate controlling them. This is about their truth, finally rising above their fear. You may sense something before it happens, not as a sign, but as a feeling, a heaviness, a warmth, a sudden emotional shift that makes you pause. That moment is their energy crossing into your awareness. Because on November 27th, the distance closes, the silence breaks, the connection moves forward, and the person who has been thinking of you finally steps into the open. Aries, there is a reason this moment feels different. There is a reason your spirit feels heavier, sharper, louder, more awake. November 27th isn't just a date on a calendar. It's a turning point that has been building quietly in the background of your life. Every delay, every rejection, every heartbreak, every closed door has been pulling you toward this one moment of alignment. You weren't chosen because you were lucky. You were chosen because you endured what others collapsed under. You kept going when everything around you told you to stop. You kept believing when your faith was tested. You kept rising when you had every reason to fall. Now the energy shifts in your favor. This is the moment the weight lifts. This is the moment the path clears. This is the moment your timeline opens like a gate finally unlocking. In the hours ahead, something moves. Something breaks open. Something steps forward. Something long delayed begins to accelerate toward you. November 27th marks the start of a new cycle, one written for you, not against you. Aries, your story doesn't end here. Your story begins here.